Hi everyone, welcome back to another video here on the channel. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Warren Bennett. We've got Trev mooching around somewhere, a bit bored, but we've got a lovely sunny day. So I'm going to give you a little tip here, a little exercise and feel to take on the golf course pretty quickly or straight away, because yeah, it's great to have these kind of feelings and you kind of dissect the golf swing and really get your internals working correctly, which is great. Time and a place. What happens if you're going on the golf course tomorrow, you're not really sure what to do? This tip could help you. So let me just get set up and I'll see you in a bit. Right, thanks everyone. So it's really difficult to try and find the blend, isn't it? We've all been there trying to improve our golf swings, trying to make some changes, and it kind of affects your golf a little bit, doesn't it? You kind of lose a little bit of confidence and you're kind of in that kind of in-between period, which no question about it, you've got to try and push through that. Package it in a way that you can try and take something onto the golf course, kind of departmentalize, forget about that stuff that you're trying to fix mechanically, and just being able to take something onto the golf course to be able to play. So this is what this video is all about. What did Bobby Jones say? It's like the biggest area between the golf course is the 6 inches between your ears, or something like that, or it could have been Arnold Palmer. As we all know, we get on the practice area and there's a rhythm and there's a flow and you're hitting it great, and you get on the first tee and you feel like you're standing on Mars. I've been there. And one of the biggest things of that is tension. And I've got a little exercise here to help with that tension, because I've played with many a golfer who has best intentions and quite a good looking action, and you kind of all the parts are in the right order and the sequence, but there's kind of something lacking. Getting onto the first tee is different than standing onto a practice area, because yes, we might aim at something on the practice area, but it doesn't really have an effect, does it? Because if you know instinctively you've got another one to try. And it's trying to take that kind of feeling onto the golf course where it doesn't really matter so much. But let's not kid ourselves, it does matter, because there's a little flag at the end with a hole we've got to try and get it into. So we instinctively tense up. If there's a shot we don't like, we instinctively get kind of a little bit tighter. And if you get tight, you lose your flow and you lose your swing, because it's a golf swing. It's not a hit, we swing, and we're allowing this thing to swing around us. And this little exercise, or this little kind of feeling I can layer onto you, hopefully you can get onto the golf course and give it your best shots. Okay, so what I want you to do is kind of take your grip, and I want you to feel like you are gripping the club like a 2 out of 10. So your normal, I would say I'm about a 4 or 5, but I want you to feel like a 2 out of 10. And I want you to keep that all the way through the swing. Now you can hit it as hard or as soft as you like. That was probably at 50% maximum. You can see the flight scope we've got up running now. That was only got 7 iron, so we're seeing there only 116. Being able to grip the club really light, you can see the difference between this. So if someone gets up the top and they've got too much tension, generally this happens. Exaggeration, but their arms and club are kind of coming down in one. See that? My hands, club, head, grip, hands, elbow, shoulders are kind of all moving at the same time, which all looks good when I move it like that. It all looks quite nice, but you're going to be seriously limited. Instead of something like this, if I had a really light grip, look at the difference. So if I spring at the top, look at the difference. So my body and my club are all kind of flowing. See the difference there? So I'm not really doing a lot. I'm not just bringing everything down all rigid. I'm allowing my arms to be really loose. So it's like this exercise. It's a little helicopter swing. So it's allowing, if you twist and let your arms go loose, so you're hugging yourself, see my arms are now reacting to my body, not the other way around. People who struggle are like this. So there's nothing going on. They're moving at the same rate as your body. I want you to kind of let these arms go really loose and light and allow them to flow around your body. So let your body twist, but let your arms just kind of really go light wherever they want to. Well, I'm going to quote my mate Neil. So Neil, if you're watching, hello bud. And I've always remembered you saying this. To gain control, you got to lose it. And I've always remembered that. I don't know when you said that, in the 90s somewhere. But to gain control, you've got to lose it. And what I'm doing here, I'm allowing my arms and hands to be light. And if my hand grip is light, my arms are light. And I'm just allowing my arms just to kind of see the amount of kind of just Just allowing them just to swing just nicely. Remember, it's like that helicopter. Allowing this kind of softness, this lightness. If this club was 10 kilograms heavy, this thing is not going to be swung like this. I'm not going to be controlling it. It's going to be controlling me. And that's why modern clubs being so light, although we can swing them quicker, I don't think it's the best thing. So having something heavier on the end is so much better. Allows you to be a little bit more laggy, allows this to happen instead of this. No pressure or speed or compression or anything on there. That's exaggerated obviously for effect. So the softness and lightness of my grip has a massive effect on my mechanics. So when you're in a little kind of tension spot, you're doing great, or you're on the first tee and you've got people watching you and you're in a horrible situation, or in terms of drive you don't like, or you don't like the look of this shot, or it's left to right wind or anything, keep it nice and light. Number two, right, I'll just let that go a little bit quicker then. Let it go a little bit quicker. I thinned it, but and I'd say the most delicate part of a golf swing and the hardest one to change is the transition. So 7/8 of the way up to kind of a third on the way down. That's when the most of the problems start, because that's when you're instinctive wanting to hit it. And if you can try and feel the lack of tension in your arms and hands, they'll allow that to drop, so you'll be a bit less over the top if you're one of those golfers. So keep it, I'm going to try even a number one here. Literally going to feel like I'm going to let go of the club. I won't. Keep it light, keep it light, keep it light. Oh my God, club feels so much heavier. It's beautiful. Time you go to the course, everyone, get over it, forget about what's going on in your body, because if you think about body parts, you're probably going to tense up. Think about tension. Look at Jack Nicklaus's waggle. If I find it, I'll put it on. He was like this. So he knew, under pressure, he just wanted to. I bet he's standing there going, I'm going to lighten my fingers as much as possible.
Well, I think if you have tension in your grip, then it transmits through the body. So I try to make sure that I grip the golf club just hard enough so that I don't have any tension in my forearms. If I start to have tension in my forearms, then I'm gripping the club too tightly. And at any point during the golf swing, if I start to feel tension in my forearms, then I've changed pressure and will not allow the golf club to release, and I'll start to be restricting my swing. That is obviously bad. So I want to make sure that I do what I call soft forearms throughout the golf swing. That means that my grip is nice and loose, my forearms are soft.
On a number two, and let's go. Okay, so take that to the course next time. Now I've got a little exercise to show you. Right, let's do this before the sun goes away. I actually did this with my good friend Darren a couple of weeks ago, and he was amazed actually. So I'm putting my head above the parapet here and it might mess up. So a full shot for me for a 7-iron. So you can do this with a 7 or an 8-iron, no more. So a full shot for me as much as I can. Let's see how far it goes. So I thinned it a little bit, it wasn't too bad. Oh blimey, 175, that's good for me. Can't even say it was downwind. Right, okay, so the maximum distance for right now, we'll say it goes 175. So let's see what distances I can hit random. I was going to do a random number generator, but my phone's away. So let's just say 150. Now I'm not going to do any editing here. I'm going to try and hit this 150. Oh, 133, right, so I've got a kind of a base to go on. So that's my 133 swing. Let's try and get back to that 150. Within 5 yards is pretty good. So it was definitely a bit further than 133, that one. 159, not too bad. Hit the 150s anyway. So let's imagine 125. Let's try and hit 125 this time. So you haven't changed clubs yet. Well, we're not going to change clubs. I'm going to keep the same club. Right, 125. Oh, felt a bit longer than 125. Oh, blimey, 144. I need to get my feel. Don't laugh, Darren, if you're watching this. I was better last time, wasn't I? But a bit of pressure. Right, let's go on that 122. Right, let's go on that 125. Whoa, 122, that was better. It's not easy, so you just come up random numbers. Let's go okay, take a bit off, 165. So a little bit further than that 150, 165. So it's just off a full one. Oh, that felt a little bit too good. Well, not too bad, 160, I'll take that. So what you're doing, you're working on feel. You're not working on trying to hit perfect all the time. And a lot of rangers, haven't they, at the moment? A lot of rangers have got these kind of top tracer or something sort of tracking devices. Brilliant fun. All right, go and whack some drivers and see if you can get it as far as you can. But these little feel games, you can do it with a wedge, 7, 8 iron. Put your maximum in so you know you can't get any further than that. So we're going to go 100 this time. So we're going to imagine we've got a little kind of into the wind strong one, hit a little knockdown, 7 iron, 100 yards carry. Duffed it a bit. Oh, 106. Okay, I'm getting my feel up again. A little bit better. Okay, let's see if I can get it. Let's go back to that 150, shall we? Make sure I don't want to hit Trev here. Okay, 150 swing. Let's imagine if I can get this kind of 3/4. Not sure that's enough. Yeah, 10 yards short, not too bad. But you can see how much it kind of, you play a little bit more game. I would say when you go to the range, I'd always split your practice up. Mechanics, drill work. Don't stand there all the time doing drills. You're going to be bored after a day or two of doing that. But split it up. This is a brilliant one as well. So this is the feel exercises. Because remember, not all the time, as we all know, you're going to stand there and it's going to be a perfect yardage. That's a perfect 7 iron. You might have to take a bit off. And it gives you a load of different options. Pins at the back, want to take a bit off. Pins at the front, hit it high, long, loads of different options for you. Right, let's see if we can go. Let's start 100 and let's work our way to full maximum. 100 yards. So that's a real knockdown. Oh, 102. Remember, there's no editing here. I'm just going to leave this running. Okay, let's go 110. I'm going to go up 10 yards up to our maximum. See if I push that. Oh yeah, not too bad. 113. Let's see if we can get to 120. Oh dear, 130. Well, that's what I want to do now. Okay, 130. See if I can repeat that. Felt the same. Oh, didn't pick it up. Nope, didn't pick it up. It's too quick. A little bit less in my head. Oh, 132. Take that. Remember, try and do it with the same ball. I'm doing with what I use on the course here, Pro V. Try and do it with the same ball, even if it's not your playing one. All right, 140. I'm going to start getting that to a little bit more full swing. A little bit more juice. Oh, blimey. Bit out there, 10 yards out. See if I can get to 150. So see if I can repeat that. Well, that felt pretty similar, you know. Oh, yes. Gives you confidence, knowing you can kind of do this and repeat it. Okay, 160, we're getting very close to full swing. Bit more, I think, than that. Oh no, not bad. And then the last one, let's see if I can get 170. I don't think I'm going to get 175. Been out here too long, the old boy. Okay, nice and loose, nice and light. Ooh, I thinned it, but 170, that's not too bad. So you can get the gist of what I'm trying to do there. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it works on feel. Because remember, this is a feel game. This isn't a swing by numbers. Yes, we put kind of emphasis on positions, obviously, but at the end of the day, we've got to glue it all together, and rhythm and feel and lightness, lack of tension is an absolute glue that holds it all together. So give that a go next time, see how you get on, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Any comments, I'd love to hear from you. And for myself and Trev digging a hole in the garden over there, I bid you farewell, have a great golfing week, and we'll see you on the next one. let's pray for a bit more sunshine. See you soon. All the best. Bye bye.